For this forecast, we will be using the Anna K Tarot. Very cool deck. I like putting them as a story and reading it as a story. Okay, Virgo, before we look at the cards here for you, I just want to mention that the sun in Aries season is in your 8th house of transformation. So you are going to get transformational cards, I'm sure. And you are also, going through this big time new you, Virgo. So keep that in mind. Let's look at the cards. Okay. So see, we have the 9 of rods or the 9 of wands. Okay. The 5 of rods and the Tower card. Dun, dun, dun. That's a major arcana card, and we'll get to that in a minute. But let's just start with the 9 of rods, where you're feeling a little defensive here. You might be feeling like people are attacking you, but you're missing out sometimes on the people that are not attacking you. Or maybe this is all in your head, and a lot of it could be just switching your belief systems in a way, so that you don't have to feel so defensive. Okay. Sometimes we think we're being attacked, but we're putting too much thought on other people's lives instead of finding the joy within our own. And we see here with the 5 of rods here, these guys are having a arm wrestling match. So this is a little bit of showing your power, showing your viewpoints, but not in a quite an aggressive way. Like if we looked at the 7 of rods, they're all fighting and it's terrible. But this is the 5 where it's not that bad. It's just a time where maybe it's time to set the boundaries, right? With the 9 of rods, you may feel defensive, but at the same time, it could be a case of maybe we just have to clarify our views a little bit better in a nice way and set some boundaries with people sometimes, right? That could be a thing, because the Tower card, this is a big one. This is a major arcana card, big shift in your life. The old ways you used to do things are changing. It doesn't work anymore. It's time to let the old stuff go. The Tower card is not a card of mass destruction and my life sucks. It's more of, let's get rid of that which no longer serves us anymore. Let's start fresh. We're going to start a new way. We're going to set the boundaries. We're going to clarify what we want in life and clarify our views, and do that so that we can build a fresh new transformation in the 8th house for you, Virgo. So Aries season, the power of Aries is about taking initiative, right? It's fiery, it's powerful. And so we could glean that energy for you, Virgo, to not be in victim mode. You're not a victim, Virgo, right? You're a powerful person, and you have goodness to give the world. And there's a lot of people that are probably trying to give you some goodwill or give you some noblemen. We call it in Chinese metaphysics, noble people. These are people that help us in some way. But when we're too caught up in feeling attacked or feeling restricted or not setting boundaries or letting people walk all over us, that could be happening for some Virgos too, then we can't transform because we're too obsessed with other people's lives. But this is your life. You're the video game master, Virgo, of your life. And with the energy, a lot of it is in your 7th house of these contracts, commitments, and the people, these one-on-ones. So for some of you, it's transforming your relationships. Okay, 7th house is like your marriage, for example. It could be some of you are rebuilding the marriage, or maybe it's just time to leave the marriage for some of you. And for some, it's a transformation in your business partnerships, or the business that you work in or that you own or something like that needs to be crumbled down in a way and restarted from the bottom up. A lot of times with the Tower card, it's almost like what we call the dark night of the soul. Not saying that you're going through that, Virgo, but like it's sort of like everything changes, and you're forced to start fresh. There's no more dicking around. It's like, okay, we need to do stuff now. We need to plan, strategize. We need to set our viewpoints, and we need to take action with those rods. You got 2 rods cards, 2 wands. Wands is about taking action. Wands is about your environment. Your environment needs to change, Virgo, in order to transform in the best way possible. And some of that energy of comes with those commitments and contracts that you have with people, with business, with career, things like that. Everything's changing for you right now, Virgo. I do see some money stuff coming in too, transforming your finances, setting boundaries when it comes to your finances, starting from scratch on something. That's the Tower card. You're getting rid of the yucky old, no longer serves you stuff. That's the Tower card. The illusions that you've had about life, about anything, about relationships, whatever those illusions were, and if it hasn't gotten better by now, it probably isn't. It's time now to change. It's time now to start fresh. The Tower crumbles all so that you are able to restart and make it from the foundation. It's like when, the house, all of a sudden you got to change the basement and that's a lot of money and a lot of work because it's got mold now and it's leaking and it needs to be fixed from the bottom up, right? That's the thing here for you, Virgo. Now, I know you're going through a lot of changes, and a new look on yourself. That April 12th full moon in Libra, which is relationships, endings, and completion stages in stuff about how you value yourself. I think that you're going to be really learning about how powerful you really are, Virgo, and how transformative you are able, the transformations are real. This is real, and the second house is with the full moon on April 12th is in with second house of your valuing yourself. And it could be about money too. Yes, there is some money energy, I guess, but it comes through action. It's time now for you, Virgo, to take some kind of action and do things differently than you did before, because what you've done before isn't working. Okay, Virgo? So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Now, let's look at the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand. These are our cards. They are for sale. They come as a set with the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. Let's see. Whoa! They just want to fly. Yes, Virgo, you are going through a lot of changes. Changes. And that's okay. That's the way she goes, right? You're just at that time, and there is the fox. This is work changes as well, things at work. But this can also be doing with a foxy person, a cunning person, a sly person, and you're making boundaries with that person as well in some cases. But often this is your business, your entrepreneurship. If you own a business, maybe starting something from the scratch, from the start, and fixing all the old stuff that just ain't working no more. Okay, that could be the fox. But let's see what else. Okay. Yeah. See, there's problems with the snake, and we have to kill the snake, and we have to reset, and we have to stop worrying about what everybody else thinks, and stop, we have to set some boundaries, and we have to, crush the problems. And it can be about, this can happen by having a new attitude and doing things differently than you did before. That's the key. And sometimes it's about getting rid of that snaky, sly person in your life that's just bringing you down. And it's been years and years and years with that person, for example. And now it's time to make the change. Step on the snake and getting rid of the snake problems, right? I'll pull one more for you. I know, Virgo, you're going through a lot. I can see that through my comments. See, the Book of Knowledge, there's still information that has not been uncovered yet, but this is about gaining knowledge and data, and making those right decisions and taking action on having this new transformative life, right? This new transformation in your life. I am going to pull one more card for you, Virgo, just because I feel for you. I know you're going through a strong time. I do know that. And that's okay. You got this. You got this. Let's pull a pink card. My imagination runs free, letting go. And see that full moon, I know that full moon, April 12th in Libra, is making a big difference in your life. And Virgo, this is about finding a new value within yourself, valuing yourself more. Loving yourself more, knowing how important you are, setting those boundaries, letting your imagination run free for the future, not being caught in a box. Remember that 7 of rods, we're caught, nine of rods. We were sort of caught in this thing and letting your imagination run free for the future. What do you want now, Virgo? What makes a life good for you? What is the positive? what kind of dream life is for you, and you work towards that by taking little action steps towards that, and you know, you'll be just fine. And you know, it will be a little bit of starting fresh in some way as well. Now, I can help you more, right? This was just scratching the surface, and I know this was a deep reading, but it gets deeper. You know, we can really get you some solutions and let you know for your new life, Virgo. Let me know. Come for a reading. www.themoontree.org. And otherwise, if you like this reading, give me a like. Give me a comment. Tell me how you're doing. I love to hear, and I love to comment back on everything. And also, you know, follow me and click the bell icon to be alerted of new videos and, you know, all that jazz. All right. I'll see you later. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide from Peace River, Alberta in Canada, helping you navigate life's energies. And I'll see you soon, Virgo. Mwah! Sending you much love, healing, and fresh starts. All right. Bye for now.